Hey Tay family, welcome back to my channel, All Things About. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day out there. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded anything, going on almost 2 months now. At the time of this recording, we're in May 9th. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers out there. Yeah, so in this video, we're going to be talking something a little bit more serious than what I expected to possibly do, or just more so what I didn't expect to talk about topics like this. But I'm realizing All Things About is supposed to be a platform, a channel where not just talking about fun things and things that are very like entertainment wise, but also it can be used as a platform to help people. That's one of my life purposes in life, is just to help people with some of the struggles that they may be going through. I have a lot of experiences in my life that I know that can relate to another person and possibly, help them, both old, young, whatever you want to call it. And which is exactly why in today's topic we are going to be discussing all things about mental health issues, specifically with depression. This is a topic that's been talked about many times already. It's being brought up a lot more in our modern day society because we realize how much of a problem it is. But even so, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my personal story with it, how I've been dealing with it, and also just providing just my own testimony. Just a disclaimer: this is not a diagnostic video. So what I say is not, do not self-diagnose yourself. Do not try and diagnose anybody else. I am a second year psychology major, but I am not licensed in any professional field. So whatever you say, whatever I may say, may or may not resonate with you. Regardless of which, do not self-diagnose yourself. This is not going to be like you have this and you have that. So do not take it as that way. And if you want to know about your own personal situation, or maybe the situation of somebody else, please go see a professional. Please go see a therapist, a counselor, someone who can run an assessment on you and give you the answers that you're looking for, or the answers that you're not looking for. So yeah, just want to get that clear out the way. So without further ado, let's talk about it. So just like anybody in life, we all go through our ups and our downs. And sometimes when we go through our problems, we tend to hide it away from the world because some of us may feel ashamed, or some of us just don't want to talk about it because it's very traumatic and they don't want to bring up those old memories because it's possibly going to make them feel like dirt. It's gonna make them feel less than. It's gonna just like bring up a whole bunch of emotions that they don't want to address to the world. However, for me, I'm very different because whenever I go through something traumatic or something pretty deep, I'm a type of person where I acknowledge it, I own it, and I'm like, you know what, as much as it may hurt me, I know that telling it and confessing it and speaking on it is going to be therapeutic for myself, and it could possibly be therapeutic for somebody else. It's just like a sign of bravery and confidence, and that's what I do. I'm not ashamed to talk about some of the things I go through. So lately, these past couple 2 months, I have been going through some depression. It's like very subtle. For me, in my situation, depression is very difficult to identify specifically because I'm the type of person where I could do my everyday life perfectly well, like high functioning depression. I do my life every single day perfectly well. I could laugh, I could talk to people, I could do my work, or I could just go about my life perfectly fine, thinking like nothing is going to be happening. However, there are some subtle signs underneath the surface that kind of kind of affects me, and then not only does it affect me, but it builds up over time. And so that I have signs like where I would have insomnia. I'm going to bed like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, wake up a lot later. My diet is different. Some people's diet may be different. Maybe you're eating a lot more, maybe you're eating a lot less. For me, I eat a lot more. I'm very irritable sometimes, where I get stressed out, and I may have these impulses where I lash out on people, not meaning like I want to, but there's just some inner conflict within me that kind of comes out. And I know a lot of you guys out there may somewhat relate to that. Lack of motivation. Doing certain things is very, very difficult. Before it was like very easy or doable. Now it's just like writing a simple sentence or writing a paragraph is like a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy and it drains you. So those are like some of the signs for me that tends to happen, where it's like subtle depression, where like it kind of creeps up on you. And sometimes with me it happens where it builds up over time. So until I actually notice it and realize that there's something up, it just keeps going and going and going and going. And there was a specific moment in my life back in college about 2 years ago when I was a freshman. I was a mechanical engineer. I was away at college, and I was, at that time in my life, I was starting to realize that I really didn't want to be in this major, and I started realizing like this is probably not the life I wanted to be in. And I was struggling with that. But one thing I kept telling myself was, if I keep doing this, if I stay focused on this, I'll get my dreams and I'll achieve what I want to. So I was kind of like lying to myself and kind of, sweeping my problems under the rug. And this eventually led to a huge breakup, where eventually what can happen is with these subtle symptoms is there can be a traumatic experience or something, what I call like the big explosion, where at that exact moment everything that's been building up just comes out. And for me, when it came out that day, it was so hard. I was crying. I was mentally disturbed. I was honestly just completely, I was a whole mess. I was a whole mess. I had a lot of suicidal thoughts. I had to get help, and that was the first time I ever got help in my life, and spoke to a therapist, and she helped me out, and honestly she really did save my life. And she diagnosed me for the first sign that I had depression and also anxiety. So it was a learning experience for that. There's a whole big story behind that. I don't want to go too deep into that, or because we'll be here all day. We ain't got time for that. But after that experience, one thing I learned was how important it is to look after ourselves. If you feel like there's a situation in your life that is preventing you from achieving what it is you want to achieve, if there's a situation where you just feel like you're stuck or something's not right, like you're gonna know when something's not right. If you take that moment, you stop and you realize, you're gonna take a moment and stop and realize something's not right. You realize that you're probably different from maybe when you was a week ago, 2 months ago, or however long ago. It's important to stop yourself in certain moments and reflect. Reflect on where you are. Compare yourself from where you was back then. Compare yourself to where you are now, because it can give you a sense of, you can evaluate yourself. You'll know your flaws. You're gonna know what's holding you back. This is very important to just stop yourself in those moments, because it's going to show you what exactly is the problem. It's going to show to you what you need to heal. It's going to show to you what's kind of building up. It's not there yet, but it's kind of building up. If you know that if you keep going down this path and you keep doing this, it's going to probably eventually lead to that. So for those people out there that may be going through those type of situation and those feelings of, their life is perfectly normal, it's fine, but you still feel sad inside, or there's something still going on, I just want you to know that it's okay. You know, do not, one thing you don't want to do is shut yourself down. You do not want to speak negatively on yourself, because what you put out there will come back to you. And I'm just talking about your thoughts and your words. So think about, get your mind in check, and also your words in check, because the minute you start thinking negative things, it's just going to keep going and going and going and going and going. So make sure you try and think positive thoughts and surround yourself with positive things, and be polite to yourself. One thing that I do right now, especially because I'm going through it as well, is surround myself with music. I like to listen to uplifting, positive music. Music that can make me cry to get rid of the deep inner emotions, but mostly music to kind of uplift me. Some music to make me feel better. Everybody's therapeutic, and everybody's therapy is very different from each other. So maybe it's skateboarding, maybe it's swimming, maybe it's talking to friends. That's another thing for me as well, talking to friends. Surrounding yourself with positive people and a positive environment is definitely going to help make you feel a lot better. And also, don't start too high. Don't have too many high expectations for yourself, because if you can't meet them, you're gonna bring yourself down a lot more. You're just gonna look at your life like, damn, I'm not getting any better, because you're setting the bar so high. So don't set the bar so high for yourself. Start small, because you have to realize, understand that you're suffering, and you have some things within you that unfortunately needs healing. You know, you need some time for yourself. You need some time to grow and to heal those parts of yourself that unfortunately hasn't been dealt with just yet. And that's fine. You know, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you know you're going through it, be honest with yourself, and take those baby steps, one step at a time. If it's one day you got to focus on this, completing this task, or you know, doing this for yourself, go to the spa, get a haircut. I need a haircut, to be honest. Whatever it is that, you know, is going to help you out, whatever therapy is good for you, find it, you know, and start from there. And from there, it's just going to get better. Like today, I feel like this is a therapeutic for me, just seeing this and confessing my story, because like I said, it's a way to help me, but also help another person. And I feel a lot better even right now. I don't know if you can tell the energy change, but now I'm a lot more vibrant, because it's like, wow, like, yeah, I'm letting go. I'm talking about it. So thank you all for that, for just even being able to listen to it, if you are listening to it. But yeah, find your niche, find your little technique or method that's good for you, that helps you feel a lot better. And after a while, you know, you do these pace. It's different from everybody. Some people can get better in a month. Some people get better in a week. Not so sure about a day. Maybe it is. Whatever the case may be, it's okay. It is okay. It's okay to take as much time as you need to get yourself back on track, because you have to understand that there are some things that may have been developing for a long time that you may have not even noticed. And now it takes that amount of time, probably longer, just to recover from that, you know? So this is going back onto the importance of understanding those signs early on, to try and prevent that from having that huge explosion that could possibly, you know, really destroy your life and have like that rock bottom moment. I'm saying this is a video like, so to prevent you from having those rock bottom moments, or to help you in your journey, so that you don't have to go through all those dark times that could possibly come if you don't recognize those signs. Yes. And if it makes you feel any better, go seek help. It's totally fine to go to a therapist, go to a counselor. I know there are some people and some traditions and families, like I could tell personally from mine and my family, it was kind of very, it was like, you know, seeking a counselor, seeking a therapist was very looked down upon, simply because it's like, oh, if you go to a therapist or you go to somebody, it's as if there's something wrong with you. You know, it was always that situation where, especially like I come from a religious background, like ask God for your help and your problems, and He'll make a way for you. But the truth of the matter is that God is trying to help you out. He got people in the world that's trying to help you out. So go find them, or let them help you if they present themselves. So, after, like I said, after that whole experience when I was away at college my freshman year and I got help for the first time, it made me realize so much of the flaw of telling your child and telling people, like, don't go to seek professional help, because it's a possibility that there's something maybe actually be wrong with you, and that's going to be even bigger problem. If there is a problem, it is okay that there is a problem. Find a solution. Like I said, the problem isn't a problem, it's just where is the solution for it that ultimately needs to matter. So don't feel ashamed of that. If you need help, go find it. There are plenty of people there in schools or people around. And this doesn't apply to just people that's my age. I'm 20 years old. It doesn't apply to people my age. It also applies to people older, because there's a lot of older folks that's still stuck in their old ways of thinking this type of mentality. And it's okay. You can find some help. Please go be of service, or let someone be of service to you to help fix your life. Because you'd be surprised at how much help that you probably needed that you never thought about. So I don't want to make this video crazy long. I just wanted to upload something. This was something that was calling out to me to present to the world. I feel a lot better just kind of talking about it. And I wanted to say thank you again for even listening to this. I hope this message and some of the advice that I've given you, if you relate to it, has helped you out. If it didn't, that's totally fine. This is like my story. Not completely my story. I could talk about it another time, another video, if that's what some people may want. But overall, this is my journey, and this is, my little advice that I would like to give to you. It's also given me an idea that maybe I probably should do some videos like this with some life goals. Maybe it's like, things about college life, or, mental life, mental issues, or whatever the case may be, that may pop up in my head, or whatever ideas I may come through. And this could give me more motivation to kind of upload a lot more. So just so you know, if I'm, like I said, I'm still going through what I'm going through at the time. I'm going through my own healing process, so it's totally okay. It's totally okay. My healing process, it developed a lot faster, I would say, because I'm the type of person like, okay, I know, let me do what I need to do, let me do my therapy, and then once I'm back up and I'm on fire, it's like boom, 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 boom. So, that's just my process. That's just me, and I'm okay with that. But still, overall, I've been taking a time off, and I'm still taking a time off, and still going through my journey. So I will try to upload and try to get back into the business. But just so you know, if you don't see me, just know I am working on myself and working on my life. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I don't want to make it too long, and just want to say love and peace to all of you out there. If you're going through it, just know that you are loved. You are going to make it. You are amazing. Speak positively, positive affirmations. You are going to be okay. You're going to learn from this. You're going to grow from this, and you're going to be so amazing. Just keep your head up high, and things will get better. All right. Love you all, and peace.